Yeah, let's talk about improving advisor performance. This tip for you now I'm going to share with you for a short while is I've got six inner game challenges. Six inner game challenges, I call this one. Now the inner game is your mindset. That's what we're talking about here. Six inner game challenges to help advisors to improve their performance. Now we're talking here about professional advisors, mortgage advisors, financial advisors. It doesn't matter what you are, but you're professionals. And I want to talk about the six challenges now, inner game challenges. Now this could actually be you. You could be a professional advisor now, and I can help you to improve your own performance, which is a good thing. Or if you're managing a team of people, then you can help to improve their performance. But these are inner game ones. These are not skills. These are attitudes. And yeah, see what you think about these, because these will make a difference beyond just training as well. Okay, first tip for you, I've got six for you here now, let's put them on. The first thing is get your advisors, or you yourself, you need to buy in to the idea of sales development. Sales development. There you go. I want you to buy into sales development. Now, just because you've passed loads of exams or your charter status, whatever it is, doesn't mean to say that you are fully kitted up, ready to go. You're not. You need skills. You need advisory skills, but you also need sales development. Sales is not a dirty word. So I want you to buy into that concept. If you don't buy into that concept, then you won't embrace it, and therefore you won't improve. So that's the first one for you. Number two is I want you to buy into the idea of sales ratios, or what we call KPIs, key performance indicators, metrics. They're called all sorts of things in the business, aren't they? But if you buy into the concept of a ratio or KPI or concept itself, then you'll be able to monitor your own performance. So for example, if you're a mortgage advisor, you might have sort of a ratio of say 6, 3, 2, 1, where you get 6 leads, you get three meetings from those leads, you get to present a mortgage to 2 people and 1 person buys it. So you get 1 sale for 6 leads. Now that ratio allows you to monitor yourself, monitor your performance. Managers need to buy into that, directors, managers, owners of businesses, they've got people working for them. But if you can buy into it yourself, then you're cooking on gas, aren't you? Now, the third one for you is a belief, really, is to believe in selling versus advising. Now, I have talked about this many times before. When you're a professional advisor, that's what you're paid to do. You're qualified, educated to give advice, and people buy it, and they pay a fee for it. That's pretty much the way it comes to. But I want you to think about selling there as well, because your advice is based around people's needs. People have needs, you recommend advice, therefore they buy your advice. But what we need to do is turn those needs into wants. If we turn them into wants, they become desires. People want the advice, they want to have their needs satisfied. So for example, if they have a need, say, for some life insurance, because they're taking out a mortgage and they've got kids and all that kind of stuff, that's a need, and you can tell them till they're blue that they need it, but they ain't going to buy it. You've got to turn that into a want. They've got to desire it. And it's believing in selling versus advising, or the difference between the two, so that you can help people to buy the advice that you give them. Because if they don't buy your advice, that's pretty much not a good thing for anybody, is it? Because they need the advice, otherwise you wouldn't give it to them. So therefore they need to buy it as well. Here's a contentious one for you, and I'll call this one targets. Targets, goals, call it what you like. Now, targets is a dangerous word. I know the FCA don't like targets. Targets have gone out in the past. They cause, I think, more damage than anything else. But you do need something in order to know that you've been successful. You do need something to show that you've reached a success. A target could be an aim, it could be an objective, it could be a goal. It could be a jointly agreed goal. But at least have something to aim towards. And that way you can certainly improve your performance. Targets can be customer-led, they can be consumer-led. Customer service targets, for example. Customer feedback could be a target as well. In training, that's gone over the top, really. People call them happy sheets. And people are paid on, how many people enjoyed their training. Complete and utter waste of time. Yeah, people need to enjoy it, of course they do, but that's not what you're paid to do. I mean, I could pay for a comedian to come in and entertain people, but that's not what we want, is it? Training needs to develop people's skills and abilities. They may not actually have a good time whilst you're training. You might put them through role play, which they hate, but the fact is their skills got better as a result of it. Same in sales or advising. Your targets need to help people achieve what you want to achieve. So, customer service targets are great, but the fact is you've given a lot of people a lot of advice, and a lot of people have taken that advice, to me, is more of a success than just pure customer service. But that's entirely up to you how you look at that as well. Number 5 is I want you to learn to enjoy being coached. So embrace, there you go, the concept of being coached. Now, what I mean by that is this could be you, it could be somebody you're managing. Are they trainable? Are they coachable? Will they take on board the advice you give them? Will they take on board the fact they want to develop their skills? Do they want to get better at what they do? Are they coachable? Are they pliable? Are they amenable? Now, there's an old adage, isn't it, when you're recruiting people for your sales force or your advisory sales force, is you recruit people with the right attitude, and then you train them on the skills and the knowledge required. Because at the end of the day, you can't really go wrong with that, can you? If they've got the right attitude, and you can just teach them how to do the job, it's not a difficult thing to do, and therefore they do a great job. If they turn up with the wrong attitude, but highly skilled, you can have a pain in the bottom then to deal with, aren't you? Particularly with customer service staff, for example, frontline staff. People get criticised for not having good customer service skills. But all you need to do is recruit nice people. Nice people will be good to people because it's in their nature to do so. So I'm talking here about being coached. Find people who are ready to be coached or are coachable. If you can get people who are coachable, then you're on a winner. Young or old doesn't make any difference. They need to be coachable. Somebody in their 60s can still be coachable. Somebody in their 20s can be coachable. But somebody in their 20s might not be coachable. They think they know it all. Likewise, somebody in their 60s might know it all as well. So be careful of that one as well. And here's the last one for you. Here's number 6 for you. Let's put this one in red, shall we? Because I like this one. This is going to leave you on a lovely little note now. Number 6 for you is don't become too comfortable. Don't become too comfortable in your job that you don't care anymore about performance. That's the thing. Now, you've got to pay people good money, of course you have. Dan Pinks talks about paying people enough money to take the proper money off the table so they're able to perform, and I like that. So make sure people have a good salary, whatever it is however you want to remunerate people. Don't make people want to have more money all the time because they'll just get a second job, and that's horrible. So pay people enough money that takes the proper money off the table. But when you do pay them enough for them to be hungry. Now, I was talking to a business owner last week, and he was saying to me that his advisors are paid very well. I said, well, tell me more about that. He said, well, they're paid a basic salary of about £45,000. I said, that's nice, that's a good salary. And, they do their job as a result of that. But of course, they don't need to work too hard. They don't need to worry about performing or achieving results. Of course, the business owner wants business. The business owner, she wants to have more income for her business. She wants to make more profit for her business because that's what businesses are set up to do. So she wants these people to perform more. She wants them to hit more targets, that kind of stuff, without being targeted. And I said, well, I get where you're coming from, but they're very comfortable. They're too comfortable. They don't need to earn any more. Because 45 grand, if you've got a reasonable house, mortgage, maybe a second salary coming, it's very nice, thank you very much. So the point here is you've got to make them hungry. Yeah, look at the basic salary possibly, but educate the people, and you understand yourself as to what costs do you need to cover. How profitable are you to the business? What income do you bring in? What are the profits of that income? What are your costs involved? Therefore, you sitting in an office or at home for 7 hours, 5 days a week, produces this amount of money for the business profit. And we pay you this amount. So you can see the difference. So make them aware of what they need to do to justify their salary almost, to achieve their goals, achieve their objectives, which of course is that one there. But don't make them too comfortable. There's a very fine line to that one. And be careful with bonuses and commissions and things. In our sector, they're very much frowned upon, and I probably agree with that as well. I remember back in the day when my first job, the sales manager in the insurance company I worked for took me around to this local garage and said to me, look, all those lovely new cars, Paul, which of those cars would you like? Go in there and get a loan, because he wanted his people to have big loans to make them hungry to pay off their loans. You see, that's wrong. That just encourages mis-selling. So be careful of bonuses and commissions and all that kind of stuff. Do pay people a bonus. Yeah, wrap it up in customer services and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it's all about the amount of income that that person brings into the business that justifies the salary you want to pay them. So that's really the answer behind that one. Don't make them too comfortable is the key, isn't it? So there's 6 inner game challenges that will help you to perform more and better. A little bit contentious, some of this stuff. You might poo-poo it, because in the financial services sector, we're very professional. We don't need to worry about inner game challenges, but you do, because you're human. At the end of the day, we all run businesses. Don't know how you look at it. It's a business. It needs to make profits. So there we have some ideas for you.